gentlemen, welcome to the pre-match press conference with Team Nigeria. I kindly ask that all of you put your cell phones on silent. Joining us today, we have the head coach, Justin Madugu, and then the player, Jennifer Echegini. Welcome, coach. Welcome, Jennifer. Thank you for being with us today. Coach, can you please tell us how your preparations are going for this final match in the group stages?
Thank you, and good afternoon, everybody. We're preparing for the game tomorrow. The girls are in good spirit. Everything is moving fine, no problems.
Thank you. Jennifer, from your side, how prepared do you and the team feel for tomorrow's match?
We feel really prepared, obviously training hard. The turnovers are pretty short already.
Thank you so much. We will now take some questions from members from the media. Can I kindly ask that you introduce yourself and then proceed with your question? Any questions? Yes, please.
Good morning, Coach. Victor Ademola from Nigeria. Coach, if you win your next game and you don't concede, you're going to be making history for the first time since 1998 to win the group with 9 points without conceding. That means our defense has been solid so far. Coach, going into this last game, what plans do you have to work on some of our weaknesses going forward into the final third, sir?
Thank you. Statistics, when teams go out to play in competitions, they come up with different records, different statistics, but that is not our major worry for now. These are things that happen in the course of competitions. It's not something that you just say this is what you set out to do and you want to set this record or so. The most important record is winning your games and then achieving, complete success at the end of the tournament. But it's a good thing that the team has not been conceding goals. It also shows that defensively we are strong. We need to work on areas that we also know we need to do better. And we are still keeping tabs in those areas with every game. We try to make sure that we get them better in subsequent games. Like we keep emphasizing, no two games are the same. The approaches are always different, both from your own team and even from the opposition. Sometimes you set out to go this way and then it turns out the other way. That's why you always must have a plan A and B and the rest of it. So we're getting ready, we're getting set for the game tomorrow, and we'll be good to go. Thank you.
The lady here, please. Thank you.
Good morning, Coach. Good afternoon, Coach. Seeing as the line-up for the first two matches were the same, do we expect the same for the match against Algeria, especially now that we have qualified for quarterfinals?
Well, we came here with 21 players, and we, as much as possible, try to ensure that we manage our players very well, keep them fresh and avoid injuries, and try to give everybody a chance to see what they can also do. Even in the game we'll be playing tomorrow, obviously there will be changes in the team because we also need to give others an opportunity to also have a feel of the competition. So there will be changes certainly in the team tomorrow. Thank you.
The lady at the back, please.
Coach, congratulations to you for qualifying to the quarterfinals. So far, we have seen how far your strategy and, of course, your substitution has really worked for you so far. Going into the next match, what approach, what is your mindset? For us as Nigerian, is a pride for us to win, all three matches in our group stage.
Yes, with regards to strategies, like I said, all games are not the same. And then for every match, you adopt a different strategy that you feel can work well for your team and then help you impose yourself and win the game. So the approach will always be that you want to win, and whatever it is that you do, you adopt a strategy that you think can help make your team better going forward and then winning. So whatever strategy we adopt is going to be an approach that we feel will help the team to win.
The lady in the front for me quickly. Thank you.
My name is Cecilia Omagwe from China Salvation, Lagos, Nigeria. My question is for Jennifer. I know you guys usually drive like more than an hour to training and then you come back. And today's training is like 8 p.m. So how do you guys recover when you have a game like tomorrow? You know, the distance and then the training and the rigorous journey that you go through almost all the time when you go for training?
I mean, the journey to training isn't ideal, but it's just something we have to do. At the end of the day, we're all professionals, so we're kind of used to things like this. We all know what's best for our bodies, and regards to today, unfortunately, the game is at night tomorrow, so we have enough time to recover to make sure we're ready to go 90 minutes tomorrow.
Lady in the front for me.
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Jennifer. My name is Zaliruki Adeshikolo Sports from Splash FM Ibadan, Nigeria. My question is for both Jennifer and the coach. First, tomorrow's game will define, your opponent in the quarterfinal. And I want to ask the coach, tactically, mentally, are you ready? Are you thinking about your quarterfinal opponent? And for Jennifer, are the girls ready to face, any kind of opponent on their missionaries? Thank you.
Yes. We take every game one at a time. The game before us now is the game against Algeria. And we will need to cross this hurdle. And then we have enough time to be able to look at who the next opponent will be. After tomorrow's game, we have some few days off, and that will also let us know who are the opponents we will also be meeting. However, even in planning, we know all the teams that have qualified right from the day the draws were made. We always anticipate it could be either this or this, it may be this or this. So whichever one that comes our way, we will not be caught unaware, because we know who we are expecting, and then we know the likely opposition that will come our way. So we have a plan for that, and that will be taken care of at the appropriate time.
I think Coach said it perfectly. We're a team that we really focus on ourselves. Yes, tomorrow's game is going to determine who we have, but at the end of the day, like Coach said, we need to get over that hurdle first. So right now, all of our focus is on Algeria, and after that, we have time to recover and focus on the next opponent. But regardless who it is, it doesn't really matter. It's just for us to do our job tomorrow.
My name is Apayemi Makanjola from Sport Capital in the Republic of Ireland. Coach, my question goes to you. How do you work on the set pieces and dead balls? We have players, and you have players that they are offensive and they can win on free kicks. So how are you working on that? Because you need to start taking advantage of those fouls and free kicks.
Yes. Thank you for that remark. Each time you prepare for a game, there are different sides to the game, and you try to exploit what you feel is equally like an area of strength for you. The issue of set pieces is one thing that we know we have players that have the capacity to be able to utilize the opportunities that will come our way. We have been working on them. It's just that we have not gotten it right. In some few games, we scored 2-3 goals from set pieces. In this tournament so far, we have gotten one from direct set piece, and it's an area that we know we can do better, and it's an area we are still working on, hoping that by the time we get our acts fully in that area, we will certainly exploit that area and try as much as possible to take advantage of it when we play against any opposition.
Yeah, my name is Samuel Ahmad for Nigerian football. Coach, my question is for Coach and Jennifer. Well, basically, Coach, I don't know, touching on just what you've responded on as far goal scoring. Definitely I'm fully aware that you've been really doing a lot from training, especially after the first game, going by how we couldn't convert much of those chances despite scoring 3. Is it much of a burden on you that considering the efforts you've put in training, you've really not seen that much conversion rates regarding the attacks, and definitely that's probably puts a lot of pressure on you? And how do you also motivate these guys to deliver more, especially regarding everything you're doing to improve the attacking play of the team? And for Jennifer, I don't know, for you, you've come off the bench twice. How much do you look, how hungry will you be if you get the chance to start against Algeria?
Thank you. For a coach, it's always work in progress, and you try to ensure that you perfect every area of your game. And goals determine who wins a match. And when you don't score goals, so obviously everybody gets worried. Not only we as coaches, even the fans also get worried, because that is what they also want to see. So it's an area that we are really disturbed about, and we've been doing a lot to try and make sure that we convert the chances. The positive thing on our part is that we are creating the chances, but the conversion is the area where we must continue working. And the earlier we get that better, the better for us, particularly as we are getting into the knockout stages. You will not have a second chance to do any correction when you keep throwing away your chances. So it's an area we're trying to improve on, and not transfer the pressure of frustration of it to the players. We have to try as much as possible to create a conducive atmosphere for them, and not put extra pressure by putting too much emphasis on certain areas, but you try to encourage them to try as much as possible to calm down. Goal scoring is an art that is not an easy thing. We have seen players losing a lot of chances on goal line. A lot of things come into play. So we try as much as possible to get the players to calm down and take their chances when it comes their way, and not be too much in a hurry to just release the ball and thereby losing the opportunities that we're creating. But like I said, the positive is that we're creating the chances, but the conversion is where we must continue to work on.
To answer your question, everybody wants to play 90 minutes, everybody wants to start the game. At the end of the day, coaches have to do what's best for the team, and unfortunately for me, it hasn't been exactly how I wanted it, but the tournament's a long journey. We have a total of 5-6 games, so things can change, and if I was given an opportunity, I'd be very excited. I think as a player, when you play at the national team level, it's always good to remind yourself that it's an honor and a privilege to represent your country. So whether you're in the start lineup, whether you're on the bench, whether you are part of the group and you're on the stand, it's always an honorable one, regardless of how you start.
Thank you. My name is Asaso Baiwan, and I write for The Guardian. I have one question for the coach and one for Jennifer. During your last game, there was a rather interesting exchange between you and one of your players that was being substituted. I noticed that after the player was substituted, rather than go straight to the bench, she went to the dressing room. So I'm just wondering, as a coach, are there any disciplinary issues that you think you need to tackle in the team in order to keep the team in good shape? That's for you. And then for Jennifer, I had a conversation with the president of the federation yesterday, and I raised the issue of the players' bonuses and allowances, both before and now. And he says that a promise has been made to the players that everything will be settled before the end of the tournament. Do you believe him?
Thank you, Mr. Osas, for the observation raised. Discipline is a key factor, it's a key ingredient when you have a group of people you are working with. And all the while we've been camp, we have tried as much as possible to emphasize that and to instill that in the team. And so far we have not had any issue, if not for the incident that you just raised. And even at the time it happened, it didn't even come to my attention. It was later that my attention was even drawn to that. And we're not happy about it. And it's something that we are handling internally, and certainly it's not something that will just be whisked away and then it just goes like that. Discipline, every player in the team is important. And so you must respect the team, respect your colleagues, and respect your country. You are one. The country has given you an opportunity, and so you need to show respect to everybody, because you have an opportunity to represent your country. You don't disrespect people like that. But like I said, there are matters that we are dealing with, and it's not out of control. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. I think for me as a player, regardless of bonuses or whatnot, doesn't really affect my tournament journey. Don't really know how to answer your question, but as players right now, we're just focused on winning. We want to win AFCON, so anything external from the team, regardless of bonuses or whatnot, for me it doesn't really matter. It's not really an important issue, because at the end of the day, if we don't win AFCON, if we don't complete mission X, none of it matters. So we're just focused on our game right now.
Question in the front, please.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Coach. My name is Sosha Bell. I'm representing TVC and I'm guiding 9.9 FM Lagos. We will appreciate if you can answer this question in PG in the name of God. Thank you. So, the question is, how important it is you implement utility players for your squad as the tournament doesn't go deep? Because we get people from inside the squad who do 5-6 things at once. And especially someone like Echegini, how do they plan to shoot more utility players to give you option when you want to manage them? Then Jennifer, the question to you, you know how at all. You still watch clothes when you come camp. You still watch jersey. That's it.
I did.
Thank you. I thank all of you now. And I thank you too for the question where you ask. The issue be say we get plenty players for the team. We fit play from different positions. Some go fit play 2, 3, 4 positions. But sometimes people they misunderstand them. Because you sabi say this player now here they play, then you can't see and they put them for another place. You go feel say, then they play the player out of position. Which one can be out of position? You now what you know be that. Most of these players in the national team, they are flexible. They play from different positions, some 2, 3, even 4 positions. So and they are all very comfortable in those positions. They sabi play the position where they talk all. And sometimes before you play them for those positions, would they sit down and talk? You go prepare the player. Since I know say me I dey play 2, 3, 4 positions, coach go tell me where he won't play me. So that the player too go prepare in mind, know say na here me I go play. Not be say we just dey put them enter match, oh yeah, just go play here, go play. No. We dey sit down talk, waiting with the arrangement for the team, how we want do it, who go fit do it. See the person where we feel say you go fit do this thing well. Then you go sit down with the player, tell them, see what we want to do and see how we want make you do it. The player too go talk in own. If he get worried or concern or challenge, she go talk. Then we go look am together. If you know fit do it, another person there we go fit do that thing well. So not be say we just put them anyhow. would they consider say they fit play that position. No coach go carry player where you know say you no go do well or you no go fit win match for you. Go put that all of us one win. And because we won't win, certainly you go look for person where you know say you go do well based on the way you see their performance for training and everything, their response to the strategy where we don't plan to see how they want to do. So then they know, and we also know. Not to say then they play them out of position. Then they're flexible, and we can use them in different positions that we feel they can always do better. Thank you.
I'm not going to answer to your pigeon because it's not so great right now.
What you did here?
Yeah, I hear it now.
You saw it.
To answer your question, right now I'm focusing on this camp. I think we can all do better from players to higher up from the federation. I think things have been good so far. I don't really have any complaints. And to your question, I'm not washing my own underwear right now. We're at a great hotel, great facilities. So right now we have great standards. Moving forward, obviously we'd like things to improve, but right now at this WAFCON, things are good.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. We've come to the end of the press conference. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Jennifer, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.